Let's see what. Should be working our way back down into the 11, 12 area. There's no news out. We've got some Fed speaks. We've got some natural gas reports coming out. Other than that, it's not very much of a news day. Other than that, it's not very much of a news day. They're low last night. 4. This level up is going to be up here at this 25, 26 area. Not giving us much so far this morning. Settlement price was in there at 25, and we also have a level at 25. So we are running a 18 in the quarter mix this morning. All the markets are down. I've got an intermediate support sitting here, right here at this 19 area. At 12 is still in play on the bottom side. Will be important about the next 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, coming down into the 12. You've got a target at 12. You should be able to get filled at 12. I would look for it to go a little lower. You know, coming into the 12, you should be able to get a fill at 12. Yep, you did. Okay. First level below, it's going to be at 7. I would probably use the other side of 7, 6, since we can break out of this with some momentum. Down to 7. Keep your stop in. Nothing else. It should give you a spot to be able to scratch it. But, you know, we're here to make money. So if you're using the 6 or the 5s, you should be able to get something out of it. Okay. You had to stand a little heat, but you got paid off.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate that guidance and counsel. I can leave early now. I got an early appointment.
Good.
Worked out
Hi,
great.
Philip.
Hey, Phoenix, welcome back.
Thank you.
I've been in and out as well, done some traveling. And so,
Did you get your garage door up?
yeah, I did. That guy came and he does it on the side, works for, one of those companies. And gosh, I can't even do it myself that cheap.
Yeah. Michael, Saul is supposed to be back next week. He has me down for the 12th. So I'm expecting him in on the 13th, which was, I think, the 12th is next Wednesday. I have to take a quick look and see. Yes, and that 12th. So Thursday and Friday of next week, Saul should be back. I'll be glad to have him back.
Don, you do a great job.
I don't mind trading my numbers, even though they're wrong. It just, I just learned, as dumb as it sounds, it's really, you take a number and it doesn't matter. You can just pick a number and then learn to trade it. That's the key to it. It doesn't matter whose numbers they are. Then you start getting confidence in the number. You start getting confidence in your ability to trade. It's kind of like, okay, I can do this. Even when I'm on the wrong side of it, I've learned to adapt for it.
I think that's the biggest thing of all.
Yes.
Managing your risk when you're wrong.
We've got a level down here at 01. You can use the 01. It depends on how we get down to it. If you're coming down with some momentum, I'd use the other side of it. But this area, normally we get back to this zone right in here, this 15 zone. But today is one of those days it gave two different directions on the open. First one said we ought to go down, and it did. Second one says we ought to go up. Now the second one says we ought to go all the way back up to at least the high of this 21. So don't know. You just have to learn to trade what it did. But this 19 area gave me an incentive to get short in here, and this 06 gave me an incentive to get long. So it doesn't really matter in this. Not to me, it doesn't. I just trade what I think it's doing and use the levels as areas that I want to get in and out of. And when they don't work, I get out quick. So pre-market, we had some stuff going on pre-market in here. It's, okay, we came back up to that 15, so it kind of did what it was supposed to do. This is one of these trades that most of the time it works, sometimes it don't. It didn't. Well, I'll take that back. If you took the pivot the first time back to it, yeah, you got paid off. We got all the way back down to 10 1/4. If we can break 22, we still have that 25 to the upside up there. Right now, all our markets are in the red. Come back to our pivot again. There we go. The next level down, it's going to be down at the 01. I would probably use the other side of that 01, the way that thing jerked out of the gate. Let's see, yesterday we had 9. Houston gave us 4, and it did. Got 68.50. So if you take the 01, you get paid off. It's on where this bar closes. Look to see if it'll close above it's open. I would look to see back into this 5 area. But it doesn't look like it's going to do that. All right, we're down to 79. Get to see the 04. I took the other side of the 01. I took that 79. It's not going to give me 04. Give me 3, 4. Who cares? Let's see what's going to happen next. I'm basically doing what I thought it was going to do this morning. We broke to the downside. Our next level below is going to be, what did I have? 89. I've got intermediate sitting there at 95. That use this 94 area. I'm using the other side of what I'm telling you, the 95s. We got down to 95.50. Now I know I'd use the other side of it. We should get back to 6,800 on that one. Did I calculate wrong? Excuse me, 99. Yeah, that's about right where we got to. Not going to give it to me. Off the 94s, I would look to get to 99. Something else it'll give you, 94, 95, 96. Take you some profits. You're scared of the trade. I see two things. I think it's going to go a little lower than bump at 94s. Is, if you're out, we gave you a couple points in the trade. But if you're going to hold it to shoot for that 99, you may have to take the 90. 92 area or below, which will take you back to the 94. Or it should. They're rotating this thing halfway decent, or it's just going to push one or two. It's going to push. Next level we have down there is going to be 89. I'd use the other side of it. Yeah, I'm afraid they're going to push this thing all the way back down to this 47, 48 area. They're not letting it bounce. 89. And I am along this sucker. All right, come on. One of these ought to give me some more besides a couple points. I'm working at intermediate level, sitting there at 82. Got to 84. Next level we got down there is at 77. Some here at coming down into the 77 area. I've got 77. I'm getting paid off. Got up to 80. Seems ATR on this thing. We got a 7.8 ATR on these 5-minute bars right now. So keep that in mind. Your stop's going to have to go up. We've got a 1925 VIX. Volatility is increasing. I can see it's coming all the way back down to 48. We've got some resistance or support down here at about 72, 71 area. After that 77, the next area that I've got a little support, it's going to be here at 71. So if you take the 77, you got paid off. It's just not giving us much of a pullback in there. Next level below is going to be at 65. I leveled at 71. Stop at 72. That's not right. Back up to our 83 area. Sorry, I missed that 75, 76 zone. I should have been all over that. We got down to what, 72 and a quarter? Good. I'm glad you made something out of it.
Yeah, I had that as a 618 extension.
Down there?
Yeah.
Down there at 72?
Yeah, 72. Let's see, what was it? It was pretty dang close. Like, it was on the 60-minute. It was a 161.8 extension. It also retested its previous level right there.
It's kind of doing what I anticipated it doing. The question is okay, where are we going to go from here? Let's reload some data, make sure we got correct charts here.
I see that, Michael. Good job.
Yeah. And basically, that's what they've been doing the last couple of days, closing some gaps down there. So before they can take it up, they needed to close those gaps. Now they need to take it up to about that 68.86 and higher. Okay, where are we at 9 o'clock? You know, I said this morning, I said, okay, if we start down, we're going to have a little more momentum. I need to kind of spread the numbers out a little more. And I had 72 down there. Then I said, okay, I need to put 71 in there. If we can get back above this blue line right here, we should start to see a little bounce in here. And we know that up here about 89, we got to what, 89 and a quarter. It's a little level in there. And let's see, what did I see? 86. Should have got to 88. 92 says we should have got to 94. So 94 is still at play on the upside. You know, I really thought they'd take it. Well, I still have some targets to the downside, like at 66, 91. Got up there, that 88 area, 89, bounced off of it.
That was yesterday's low, wasn't it?
It went in?
Yesterday's low, 89.75, somewhere around there.
78, 48, 50. I mean, 67, 48, 50 was yesterday's low.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you talking about the intraday low or the total low from yesterday?
The low from open yesterday, I have it at 89.75.
Yeah, that was the low, the session low.
Right, the session low. It went right back up to it and bounced right off of it, and I didn't take it.
Yeah, but the total low yesterday was 67, 48, 50.
Yeah.
And it says we should get back down there to it.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you just like Saul has you know that he aims for like 45 trades a day, and you don't. Do you have like a goal in mind, or do you just trade what you see for the duration?
I just trade what I see. I don't want to say, okay, I'm going to make so much a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can only make what the market gives me, and or you know, my stupidity. You know, so I can beat myself. I can set those things and beat myself up if I don't get to them.
Mm-hmm.
And or I can, for me, it works that okay, I have to trade what I see. I'm in the trade. It's either got to work. I've got, you know, and if I've got a 2 lot on, say, yeah, and I get 2 points out of one of them, a lot of times I'll just say, hey, get me out of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 points. That's $200. You know, we're doing it in minutes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know,
I'm finding as I conquer one issue, another one pops up. Like,
yeah,
because I'm green right now,
yeah.
and I didn't take that trade because it was a viable entry right there at 88.50, 89, right in there.
Yeah.
I didn't take it because I didn't want to lose what I already had.
Yeah.
Now I'm battling that issue. It's like, oh my gosh, does this ever end?
Well, that's the problem I guess we all have. You know, we get scared out of trades. And
it could have been a loser just as easily.
yeah. and I guess the thing that for me that really Saul has nailed into my head, is know where you're wrong at. And so and, and so we know up here at this 98 area, we had an area to go short at. Uh, and also look at this 1 minute chart. What's going on?
Yep, I'm watching it.
Yeah. So I'm going, okay, we hit it. I mean, forget about all of this stuff from this high over. If nothing else, just go underneath that low of the high bar and say, okay, I'm gonna get short there. My stop's gonna be right on the other side of it. Well, that's not a big stop. Where am I looking for it to get down to? At least down into here to 76. So we're looking at 85 down to 76. That's a pretty good trade. And we were looking at about a 4.5, 5 point stop max. And once it started doing this number, I'd have just said suck my stop, to break even, scratch the trade, do something with it, or I'd have probably been taking profits on it. So like Michael says, we've closed that gap. They're trying to push it up. This would make sense. Let's see. We are back up here. We've got a level sitting there at 01. I also have about 95 area. I've got some resistance up in here. But my key point is right here at this 87.50. That is kind of like my new line in the sand, or you call it a pivot. It's just a point. As long as I stay above this level, I want to be more positive than I am negative. Now, keep in mind that when you look at this 5 minute chart too, is okay. This is a start of a 15-minute chart. So the last 15 minutes was down. So this would be the first, I guess, since we opened up at 8:30, we haven't had an up 15-minute bar yet. For the first 30 minutes, we have been down.
So, yeah, we have 6 red bars in a row on that 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually from the top. 7 in a row. That's a lot.
Yeah. Usually they run about 4. I think the market analysis used to say bars tend to run in directions of 4, and after 4 they'll reverse or change directions. Well, for the most part, a lot of times they do. But when I'm looking at this thing, I'm looking at, okay, how high are we gonna probably get back up here? 98. I'd have to say 98, somewhere in there. But two is you see these lines on my chart, and it's kind of like, okay, if you're not going to use the lines, then why have the lines? But these lines tend to say, okay, when we get there, even though I have a 98 up here, this area right here, about 95, and I've got a resistance level sitting there at 95. So we may get a little wobble at 95. I don't know. So if you're long and you're coming into that, you have to kind of make up your own mind. And I think that's where the problem's coming in. It just, we see so much, we keep wavering.
Oh, I'm paranoid. I'm like the first, the rules kind of prevail.
Yeah.
And that narrows down what we're looking at. And I was telling you yesterday, when you have narrow range bars, you do the first touch and then wait and see. So that short at 89, that was the first touch. You don't do it the second time because now it's starting to get some legs under it.
Yeah.
So that's one of those nuances where, you know, the screen time over years helps you with those kind of little things.
Yeah.
You just have to develop some rules around it. It could have just as easily gone back down there, but I just have a one touch rule just to make sure.
Well, you can see what it's doing around this blue band. It's not running away from it. It's trading pretty close to it. And so when I look at that blue band and I look over here, I've got a 50 period moving average coming in there going, okay. So it just, we got up to 98 and I was anticipating it getting up into that area. The high of that bar is what, 97.75. You know, when I start getting up close to these levels that I'm aiming for, and I'm running into these things and these things right there, I'm going, okay, we got the 98. You got to feel if you want out. If not, you know, it gives you a place to. And they used to say that place your stops 2 bars back. And the market should never hit 2 bars back unless it is changing directions. But the problem is, you know, 2 bars back from here, that's a lot of dollars.
It sure is.
You know, so especially what are we running now on the ATR? 8.89.
9.06 on the 908 on the 5 minute.
Yeah.
522 on the 1.
So, you know, that's 9 points, 2 bars. You know, I'm not willing to give them 18 points back.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Going, okay, take me some profits. But I also knew that coming up into these areas that, okay, I'm going to hit some headway in here. Now, we got better resistance back up here at this blue band area, about the 10 area.
Yeah, we've got that overnight low too, sitting around almost there, 325, I think, somewhere close there.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is it actually? 425.
Overnight low was
68.04. Right in there.
Yeah, 68.04 was our overnight low.
Or 68.04.
You know, I don't remember these things, and even though I have on like where is it? Like right there. That's yesterday's high. And somewhere in here I have yesterday's low.
Yeah, I don't write down the numbers. I just put a horizontal line, yeah, and I color code them. Red is for overnight high and low, and blue is for yesterday's session high.
That's yesterday's low. So
yeah, I'm not good at remembering numbers. I just put a line on it.
That's me. I'm more visual than I am anything else. So, but I'm learning. You know, it's kind of like, okay, why do we have these moving averages on our? And they're kind of like a moving trend line. I guess that's one way to look at it. I have a couple of. Saul has like the blue band, and that's it. Originally, when we started with Saul, he had a blue band, the green band, which he still has, and we had a red band. Well, the red is a 50 and the green's a 200. That was it. And the blue band, that was the center of the Bollinger Bands. Now, I still have my Bollinger Bands on here.
Yeah, I just put up the 21 simple SMA.
Yeah.
For the middle of that Bollinger Band.
But I use, instead of Bollinger Bands, and I'm using Don Chain channels, which is this thing right there, these red lines, red to the bottom and blue on top. There's the upper channel. And this is the intermediate, the medium channel. So, I looked at the 1 minute. I had a reason to go up here for this 98 area, and we got up into there. I also had reason to say, okay, if we did this 95, 96 area, it's an area that, look, there's something going on around in here. So I have to be, and everybody knows that blue band. If we get back up to it, odds are we're going to bounce off of it. Doesn't mean that we just can't blow through it, but it does. I get beat up by the blue band. I'm not a big blue band fan because everything I want's on the other side of it most days.
Yeah. I just look for convergence. If there's something else there, that's fine. If there isn't, I just skip it.
Yeah.
And I don't have all that. I don't have a bunch of indicators on my charts.
And then my 1 minute chart is just a mirror image of my 5 minute chart, except it's got it's like this dotted line right here. All that is that's the exact same space as that 5 minute. This is the 5 minute on a 1 minute chart, and it shows me exactly where this 5 minutes coming into.
Yeah, I've got that too. Like what, 105 on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm actually using 100.
Yeah.
And because a 5 minute is
5 minutes, so that's why it's 105.
Yeah. But I think that one there is set right at I don't want to change it. Where's my problem? It's right there. That's not. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, okay. I'm loading that up. So I'm kind of learning to use areas that, okay, if we shorted one up here, I have to be around that 95. I have to be aware of it. But also when we get back down here to this 80, 81 area, I'm going, okay, I've got all of this stuff, 89 to 88. It's all going to come right into here. And so we're either going to have to blow through it or it's going to stop and bounce around a little bit. So I'm just not willing to give them profits. I'm going, okay, I was profitable going into this thing. So like right now where that 5 minutes sitting there, I just go ahead and take my profits. Now, should we go lower? Yes, we should go down into probably 88. And we also had an 89 support level this morning. And we just tagged down into that low, which was 89. So all of this is coming into effect. It's kind of like, okay, just go ahead and take my money and get out. Especially if I had a good entry back up in here in this 89 area somewhere. Or 96. And just okay. Guys, anybody got anything to add? Hey, we're traders just like everybody else. We're just kind of scratch a nickel out of it. wherever we can. And if somebody's got some better ideas, just throw them out there. I learned a long time ago. Everybody trades a little different, and you listen to them and think, I kind of like that. So I take that and I put it in my little toolbox, and then I try and figure it out and know how to use it. And it's a tool from then on. I think we'd learn a whole lot, especially like after the morning session here, if we would take and, we can turn the mics on. You're welcome to talk, speak, and tell us what you do, how you do it. But it doesn't mean I'm going to jump over to everybody else's way of trading. I've tried that, chasing other people trade, and you just have to learn how to trade the way that you're going to trade. You have to kind of personalize your own setup, and even the numbers, they work. It just when it gets slow and we're not at a number, we get bored. We want to start forcing trades. All right. We have to remember this 6,800 up there. We have to take heed of this 72 down below. And I will be right back. Hey guys, let's see where we're going to land up today. We've been down for the first hour. I would love to hear different people's experiences, especially like trading with the banks and stuff like that to see how they do it. It's just kind of like, okay. But most of the traders that we have in the room now they're seasoned. Doesn't mean we don't have new ones coming in and out at all the times. And okay, we're coming down to that 72. Let's see. 65 is our next level below. I've got some here at I just don't know about that 71 anymore. I think we're getting too close to it. We got down 380 on the NASDAQ and 325 on the Dow and 57 on the ES. Okay, we're coming into the 65. I would probably use the other side of it. And I could be wrong. It just should give us 68. All right. And it did. So if you were able to get some on the other side of the 65, you're getting paid off. Didn't. I think, well, I had my head up in a hole somewhere. I should have caught this one going back up and this one coming down. Let me give you some more numbers below the 53. Below the 53, I have 41, 29, and 17. And let's see. And the next level below is going to be at about an intermediate sitting there in about 58, 59 area. And at 47, 48, 50 would be yesterday's low. So I would look to see that. We got down to the 71. The next area would be that 47.50 area, 48.50. And below all of that, way down here, 661150. Phoenix has a snow set in yet?
No, the deck was a little frosty this morning, but it hasn't. It's in the forecast, but it hasn't shown up yet. It's close. It's been a late fall. It's been really nice.
When does the river start to freeze?
Usually December, late December, January. February's the worst. And they stop the freighters. Usually.
My cousin moved to Green Bay, and she sent me some pictures, and they were walking out on the lake, and she says, "We're about 600-800 yards from the bank," and it was solid. It was solid ice.
Yeah.
And it looked out. When you looked out, it looked like it was waves coming in. She said, "Those aren't waves. That's frozen ice piled up out there." I'm going,
yeah,
oh,
it can get really, really strange. It does look like waves. If you get a lot of high winds when the ice is first freezing, it can be really crazy. And they run those freighters until I think February something, and they have to get out there with the ice cutters and get them out, make a path. One lady I know, I called her and got a hold of her husband, and he said, "Well, she'll be home shortly because I'm going to the bridge to get her." And the ferries had stopped. I mean, they hardly ever stop. They couldn't even get the ferries across. So she walked across. She walked across the ice so he could pick her up. But like they drive across the ice to Mackinac Island in the winter.
Well, we're coming down to our 59. If you take the other side of it down here, take the 57s somewhere in there. And I would look to see 62. You were able to get into on this 57 area, you're getting paid off.
I took it at 56.75. I had a line there. I'm out.
And we went up there to 62, right on the money. Now we wait some more. All these guys that are short with London and Germany, their markets are fixing to start shutting down another 15 minutes. They're going to have to start taking profits. If they don't, usually I see a big push, then all of a sudden, then they reverse it. Next level down there is going to be at 53. The 59 was a intermediate. Close up to a 20 VIX of 1987. See what we got here. Next level down below is going to be 53. Where do I think it's going to go? It says we're going to go all the way down to 47 at a minimum. Then we got yesterday's low at 48.50. So yeah, that would make perfect sense. We've got a level at 41. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a intermediate support level here sitting at 47, 46. At 10 a.m., President Trump speaks. And we got a couple of Fed members speaking. At 11, we got Fed members speaking. And at 2:30, we got Fed members speaking. And at 3:30, we got, man, this is everybody's Fed's talking today. Phoenix, what's your ATR right now? Is it still holding up that 8-9 range, or is it coming down some?
996 on the 5.
Okay. And we got a 1987 Vic still holding up. We opened the weekend 68.78. Made some adjustments. I made some adjustments to the numbers. It just they seem to be working a little better. Should have got back up to that 65. Yeah, well, we have down there, it's going to be at 53. I have a target area sitting down there at 47. we really have a really high probability to go to that 47 today. Let's put it this way. If this thing would back up and give me a good shot back down to it, we're probably sitting in the 90 plus percentile range that we'll get down there today. Now, it doesn't mean we can't stop here and back way on up, then turn around and come back down. Right now, we're just too close to it. If you took it, you just have to take it. But we're also coming at 10 o'clock in the morning, knowing that these other markets we're going to be shutting down. And so I don't know if they're going to send it further down, back it up. I don't know. But I am aware of it. And like I say, we're going from 57 to 47. So there's 10 points in there, but where it's at right now, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to give me something a little better. Also has I've got an area at 54. I've got one at 53, 48. I mean, there's a cluster of them right through here. And then I've got a target zone at 47. Wouldn't surprise me right now. It's 10 o'clock. If they start all of a sudden just go yanking it way up. It wouldn't surprise me if they just send it on down too. Let's see, 55 and a quarter again. The end of our morning session. It's been pretty good this morning, I guess. I hope everybody's green.
Thanks, Don.
You're more than welcome. And I guess tomorrow's Big Friday, so is there any unemployment or anything tomorrow? Or is the market closed tomorrow?
Not that I'm aware of.
November 7th. Let's see. We don't have any news out in the morning. MFOMC guys are still speaking, but we got a little consumer sentiment out at 9. And inflation expectations out at 9. So we got a little tomorrow at 9. That's it. So, what's that? 62, and I was saying that we should get back to what, 55 and a quarter, somewhere in there. And we need to get back up to 62 and a quarter. Phoenix, do you have any levels down there? She may be gone. Let's see, Greg, I did throw some more levels below 53, and that was 40, 41, 29, and 17. Here she is. She's back.
Yeah, let me see what I've got here. I never went. I was watching this long. I had a long going on. Let's see. So I have one at 47.50, and I have one at 35, 13.25, and 97.75, right in there between 90. Well, it's like 97 and 89. The one that it's bouncing off of right now is a 60-minute narrow range bar.
Does your hourly bar start at the top of the hour or at the bottom of the hour?
I have mine set at the bottom of the hour, so it matches my open.
So
I have two. I have a regular trading hours, and then my extended trading hours is set to the bottom of the hour.
So you're started at 8:30 in the morning?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. My overnight one, my 24/7 extended hours is.
Yeah.
I have it on the half hour.
Guys, I am done for today. we'll make another run at it tomorrow. So I've been coming in early and opening up the room. So y'all want to come in and visit and get started early. I just won't have any new numbers until right at 8:30 or a little after. It seems to be doing a better job if I do that.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm having to anticipate too much stuff, and then all of a sudden it jumps. So, Phoenix, talk
Yep,
to you
thanks.
tomorrow.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Craig. Now I just saw you. So yeah, I think we went over that. All right. Thanks, Craig. Thanks. I appreciate it, Don.
You too, Phoenix.
Nice to have somebody to talk to.
I know, isn't it? Leslie, last week I was in by myself. I'm going, this is sure is quiet around here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, take care.
You too.
Bye.
Take care, Craig. Bye, everyone.